Hi all. In this video we are going to discuss about scheduling and conducting a conference. It is better to use Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox for conference in Edunation, as they have mentioned that some of the features will not be working in other browsers. Here I am using Google Chrome. Okay, let us discuss how to schedule a conference. Okay, we can choose your course or the class from My Courses or from here also. If you go here, you can choose your class. Okay, then here we can see add new conference. We can click here also, or you can schedule from here also. Like there is option for schedule for conference. Here you can see show all. If you click on show all, we can see the upcoming conferences. As there is no upcoming conference, there is nothing. And if you are clicking on all conference, we can see all the conference and we can also see the attendance. Okay, now let us go back. So in order to schedule a conference, you can click here or here. I'm clicking here. Here we can see that the grade will come automatically. Okay, we can change the grade, but here as I want 9 ping, it's already here. And then here we can select the date, on which date we want the conference. The date can be chosen from using the calendar. We can change the date if you want. And then here we can see the time picker. Okay, I suggest not to use this time picker. I'm like, it's okay to use it, but still the thing is that here we can start from only like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. We can start only by using a particular, like from, you can start from only like one particular time, like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. We cannot add the 11:10 or 11:30, 11:25 or something like that. We cannot add from here. So it's better to choose, we can type the time over here, like I'm putting as 35. Okay, and then the main thing to note is that make sure that you are not making clash with the class. Like think one teacher has a class from 10:30 to 10:50, and at the same time, like the teacher has chosen the time as 10 to 11. Okay, by using time picker, like if you can see the lesson duration, this is the start time. Okay, when the class will start, and it shows the duration. So you can choose it as 45 minutes or whatever. Like if choose it as 30 minutes. So as our class is for 20 minutes, we cannot choose for 20 minutes because it's only 15 minutes is there. So we can choose 30 minutes. Because if you're choosing more than that, like if you're choosing 45 minutes, a clash may come between two teachers. Like as I already told you, the one teacher is having the time from 10:30 to 10:50 and you're picking the time as 10 to 11. Then again the second teacher, when she is going to, or he or she is going to assign for the time from 10 to 10:20, she will not be able to assign it because there is already a clash. So it's better to choose the time as 30 minutes. Okay, then you can write the lesson subject. I am writing it as trial conference. Okay, and then we can see here a option called public conference. If we click on the public conference, we can see with public conference, you can share the link of the conference with your students to log in directly to the conference. That means we can share the link. The link will come. I will show you later. A link will come, and this link you can share with your students so that they can log in directly. Okay. Otherwise, if you are not sharing this link also, in the home page of the students, there will be a tab for conference, and there they can see a join. They can join from there also. If you're sending this link, they can join from the WhatsApp also. By clicking on the link, they can join the conference. Okay, hope you understood this one. I'm just saving it. See, this is the link. If you click on public conference, we can see the link, and you can share this link. You can copy this link and you can share with the students. Okay, usually we don't need this one because we can the students can see the conference in the home page itself and they can join from the home page. Okay, if this is to, if they want to share the link, we can use this one. Okay, then and then here we can see the conferences. Okay, we can see that the conference is scheduled and the time, everything is given here. Okay, here if you don't want to, if you want to delete the conference, you can delete the conference before the time, like before this time, like 13:35, you can delete the conference. After that you cannot delete the conference. I will show you. I'm deleting this conference. Okay, now the conference is not there. Okay, make sure that like after this time you cannot delete the conference. Okay, then again I will show you to before I use this option. Now I'm using this option to schedule a conference. Okay, same, grade 9. Time, I'm going to give it as 35. Okay, okay, I'll give it as 30. Okay, I'll go, I want to show you now itself. I'm going to choose it as 25. Okay, then here, as it is a trial, I'm using it as, okay, I'm like it is a trial version. I'm going to show you as 2 hours. But here when you save it, we can see that we cannot add for more than 2 hours. If I'm going to save it, it will show as you cannot conference for more than 120 minutes. Okay, so it's even there is an option for 3 hours, you cannot give it for 3 hours. The maximum time for the conference is 120 minutes, that is 2 hours. Okay, here we can see that. Okay, here I'm choosing for 2 hours as it's a trial version. When you are doing a class, choose it as 30 minutes. Okay, here as it's a trial version, trial conference, I'm choosing it as 2 hours. Okay, I'm just writing it as trial conference. Okay, I'm not putting as public conference. I hope you have understood about public conference. Okay, I'm saving it. See, as the time has come, it's already showing as join. The same option the students can also see in their home page. Okay, now I'm joining the conference. At the same time, the students, when I am joining, the same time the students can also join by clicking on join in their home page or in their conference tab. Okay, now a new window will open. It's a new window, like big blue button, virtual classroom. It's a new window will open. Okay, here it's a virtual classroom platform. Here it will show for how would you like to join the audio. Okay, if you want to hear only, then listen only. The teachers, of course, they need to talk, right? They need to speak, so use a microphone. Then click on microphone. Then it asks whether you want to use your microphone. Then press on allow. Then check for the echo test. If your mic is working or not, you have to check it. So you can say hello, and then check if you can hear it. If you can hear it, just press yes.
You are now currently the only
Okay.
person in this conference.
This is the screen that we can see when you join. The main option when you get into the virtual classroom is this manage users. This is very important. Before the students are joining it, or when you just join it, make sure you are setting it all when we are making it prepared before the students are coming, because there are some options that the students like. There are some options that we have to control. The main thing is lock viewers. Okay, here we can see, as you have seen, this is manage user, and here we can see lock viewers. Okay, here there are like this controls what we can control with the students, like what they can access, what they cannot access. This is controlled by this option. Okay, here the first option we can see share webcam. That means it's locked. It's the students know they don't have to share the webcam, so lock it. If it is not, lock it. Then see other viewers webcams, that is also not required, so we can lock it. Then share microphone. The students need to share the microphone sometimes, right? So put it as unlocked. Then send public chat messages. That means the students can send the public chat message, that they can send the messages like in WhatsApp group. Like if there is a students group and the teachers are there, they like that they can send the message. And then send private chat messages. No, because lock it, because if we are allowing it, even the students can chat between themselves. Okay, so lock it. Edit share notes. That means we can enable share notes. I will discuss about it later. But if you are enabling it, the students can also access the share notes. Then see other viewers in the users list. That's fine, no problem. So these first, before the students are coming, make sure that you are setting everything. Otherwise, if you are not setting it, the students can use all these things. Okay, just apply. Whatever change you are making it, the students can also see it, that you have changed all these settings. Okay, then we can see about, let us see about the other settings here. When you click on manage users, we have discussed about lock viewers. Now we can discuss about other options in the same thing. Okay, the first we can see that the clear all status icons. Okay, I will tell you what is status and how to change the status. What is meant by clearing the status icon. Okay, here we can see that even I can put the status. When you click on my name, we can see that set status is there. Like set status, if I click on set status, there are various options like away, confused, happy. I'm putting as happy. See, this is my status now. I'm happy. This is my status. The same way, a student can also put a status. Okay, let a student like Mridula Nair is putting a status. Okay, I'm telling her to put a status. Mridula Nair, put it a status. Okay, if I'm asking her, then she will put her status. Okay. Okay, she has put the status. See, you can see her status. Okay, if I don't want the status, I don't want to put students, I want to clear all the status of the students, I can click over here and then I can clear all status icons. That means all the status icons have been cleared. Okay, hope we are clear with this. Even the students can put the status, they can also clear it, but the teacher has a whole control. The teacher can clear all the status. Then turn off meeting mute. Okay, here we can see an option called unmute and mute. Okay, means muting means like
You are now unmuted.
if you are muting it, here we can see that if you are muting it, the
You are now
unmuting means the teacher the students cannot hear the teacher. Okay, if you are if you're muting it, the teacher muting means that the teacher cannot hear you. Okay, if you unmute it, the teacher can hear you. Okay, hope you're clear with this. Now you're not confused. Okay, then so this is the option for this. The same way, the students can also mute and unmute their lesson. Like if you want to, if we are asking a question, if the teacher is asking the students a question, and then the students needs to answer, they can unmute it. Okay, the same thing, they can see it over there. If during some lesson, if the teacher is teaching a lesson and if you don't want to have other disturbances, okay, then if like turning off meeting mute, if you click on this, you can see that the meeting mute has been turned off. Okay, and again, if you want to mute all the users, if you want all the users including the teacher, if you want to mute all the users, you can click on this.
You are now
So
muted.
all the microphone will be muted, and only the video, if we are playing a video, only the video will be played. Only we can hear the sound of a video or the presentation, whatever it is. Only that will be, you can see. Not other disturbances will be there. This is the best option when we don't want other disturbances to affect the class. Okay. Then the next option is, as I have put muting, that's why it's came, then you can turn it off again. Then we can come to mute all users except the presenter. That means that if you're putting mute to all, that means it will mute all the students except the presenter. Here the presenter is the teacher, so it will mute all the students except the teacher. So we can here see that here we can mute it and unmute by the teacher themselves.
You are now muted.
Please note one more thing is that even if you are muting the students can unmute by themselves. Okay, hope you're clear with this. It's a little bit confusing. Okay, here the teacher can mute all the students. Okay, teacher can mute the students as well as the teacher itself, but the students can unmute themselves if they want to say something. We can mute all the students, but if the students want to say something back to you, they can unmute it and they can tell. Okay. Okay, hope you're clear with all these things. And next is save usernames. Save username refers to, like, you can save the username over the system. It's not so important right now, so we are not discussing about it much right now. And then lock viewers, we have discussed about this option already before. And then create breakout rooms. Okay, this is also not important for us right now, but still I will just mention you what it is. Here when you click it here, we can see the breakout rooms. Okay, here it's showing us two rooms. Like, we can split the class into two, like if one student into one room and the other student into the other rooms, we can split the classes. And here we can make the students as a presenter. Okay, here this one we are not using it much, so we can mention the time, duration, how long it can be used. Okay, but we are not using it much over here, so we can discuss about it later. Okay, and then we are going to discuss about the other thing over here, that is share note. Okay, when I click on share note, we can see the share note window. Okay, here we can type the, or if it's like a sharing notes, like we can share the notes with the students. Okay, I'm writing a question over here. Okay, this is the question. Okay, if you want the students to answer it, here even the student can also answer here. Okay, see, the student is answering. Okay, if you don't want, only if you want only the teacher to write in the shared notes, we can go here. Okay, and then lock viewers. Here I told you, I will tell you about the share notes later. Here edit share note, that means the students, if I lock it, the students cannot write in the share note. Okay, I will apply it. Okay, again I'm going to delete it. Okay, now I'm asking the student to write the answer, but the student cannot write the answer. Okay, this is the about share notes. Okay, here also we can change. There are various options like turning into bold, italic, underline, strike. Everything is here. We can align and all. And the main option is that we can import. You can import or export to and from the file formats, and we can save it. So we can, if you are giving as a note, it will be like a note. If you giving the notes, we can save the notes. Okay, then we can say about the public chat. Okay, a public chat means, like, if you click on it, we can say, like, we can chat with the student. Like, here I am a teacher, and then if the student is typing, okay, see, then when the student is typing, it's like a public chat. All the students can see the chat. Okay, then hope you understood about the public chat. And next thing is, like, okay, we have discussed about public chat, share notes. Now we have discussed about this manage users. The next thing we have to discuss is, we can click on the name. When you click on the name, there are two options: set status and unmute user. Set status, I already discussed about it. Unmute means if you want to mute or unmute, you can choose from here. Okay, that means unmute means it's already, let's see, it will unmute. If you mute it again, you can go here and mute. or you can either click
You
here
are now unmuted.
to unmute and then
You are now
mute.
muted.
You can choose from here. The same way, when you click on the student's name, here there are various options. Start a private chat. Private means like it's like a personal chat. When I click on it, it's like the message will go only to that particular student, not to all the students. The public chat goes to all the students. Okay. Okay. Now the student is typing. See, it's a private chat. It's not a public chat. Then other option is unmute user. As I already told you, I can mute or unmute the student. Then make a student presenter. That means we are giving our authority to the students. That's like we are making the student as a teacher. That means all the screen, all the whiteboard, all these options will be available in the student's screen. If you're making them as a presenter, all these options will be available in the student screen, and they can upload a presentation, they can select write in the whiteboard, and all the options will be available for them. But like it's once you're making a student presenter, you cannot get it back, like you cannot depromote the student back to the viewer in the same session. So I prefer less to make them presenter, because once we're giving them the authority, we cannot get it back during the same session. Okay. And then promote to moderator. Promote to moderator means it's like almost like a presenter. They will get most of the options, but some options like share screening and some options will be missing. It's like they will be having a medium authority. We are not giving the full control. Presenter means we are giving we are allowing the student to become a teacher. Okay. While moderator means we are allowing to become a teacher with not with all the powers, only with little bit power. Okay. But the thing about moderator is that if you're making the moderator, they will get an option over there to they can convert themselves into a presenter. There is an option there so that they can choose it, and then they can themselves can become a presenter. If they're becoming presenter, again it will be the same, that we cannot make them as a viewer again, and they will get all the authorities, and the students can do all the things that the teacher is doing. Okay, so that means they get the same screen. They can do all the options that the teacher can do. So I don't prefer to give this much to the students. Okay, then unlock the students means we can unlock the students. That means here we have locked all these things, right? We have locked all these things, but when you're clicking on unlock, the students is unlocked with all the in nothing of these options. Like all this locked will not be applicable for the students. All this applicable, like the now the student can share the webcam. Now the student can see other viewers webcams. All the things will be unlocked. So it is better to keep it locked. Okay. Now remove user means you can remove the student from the from this virtual classroom. Okay. Now hope you're clear with this. Then okay, then now let us now I'm just in this video we have discussed about the settings in which we are about the settings when we are starting a conference, and then we can discuss about the other further settings in the next video. Okay, here we can see 3 vertical dots. Okay, if you click on it, you can log out. Okay, the logout. Please note that logout is different from end meeting. End meeting means you are ending the session. After that, you cannot come back to the session. If you want to, if you cannot come back, if then you have to create a new conference to interact with the students. But logout means that you can log out from this session, then you can again come back. You can rejoin. Okay. Hope you are clear with this. Now I am logging out. I'll come back with the next video. Thank you.